Alright, everybody, Stinky MD back here again. Legends ZAOU. We're still playing Gen 9 in that way, that really restrictive format that I'm learning to love, and not even learning to love. It's nice for me because I'm coming back, and you have such limited tools, such limited items, such limited Pokemon. I would never play Victreebel, I don't think. I mean, Victreebel is a Mega Evolution, so what am I saying? But Ariados. I would never play Ariados, I'd say, you know? Standing across from Crocodile, Talonflame, it's really good because you get to know the Pokemon really well. This is not me letting the Pokemon Company off the hook for, excluding Pokemon from games. Gotta catch them all. Like, rest in peace, I suppose. But for the sake of Pokemon Showdown, for the sake of Stinky MD returning to Pokemon Showdown, for the sake of Legends ZA OU Gen 9, I kind of like this format. So, let's jump into it. Stinky MD versus JKCYS. I don't know what that means. And the sound is on. So Megalompody is going to come out. You have the new and old Megas, so some people just, go back to oldie but goodies. I'm going to go into Ariados against the Greninja. Ariados is kind of an answer to Greninja, except I don't really have anything good to do to it in response. I don't know if I'm going to use it here, but I do want to say that Ariados is a pretty cool move called Toxic Thread. Oh, cool. Nice. Right on cue. Yeah, so it poisons and drops your speed one stage. I'm going to protect, again, part of this team, the way I built it is like Toxic Stalling. And so a dual wing beat's going to come out here, but every kind of switch, everything I do is considered Toxic Stall. If there's some modicum of success that I get from it, I'm going to go back out into Ariados. Somehow this guy's at 93%, even though he was face-to-face with a Talonflame. I'm going to Toxic Thread again. You're already poisoned, but this is really just to drop your life even more. I don't know if I hit you with an attack yet. I wish I clicked Toxic Thread again. That's the thing for this Lopunny, but I'm going to go out into Skarmory here. Fake Out's going to come out, and you're going to take more damage than I do, which is always great when it comes to Lopunny. I'm going to click Stealth Rock because I see my opponent switching around a lot, and I want to be able to start playing around with what I was talking about before, that idea of opportunity cost. Do I switch? Do I stay? What do I do? I'm going to go on the Crocodile, and you're going to switch into Clefable for some reason. I think you think that I'm Scarfed, which I don't mind, but I'm actually not Scarfed. At least I don't think I'm Scarfed. I'm definitely Moxie, though. That's one of the things about Crocodile that I've come to love in this format. I'm going to click Venom Drench, another cool move, drops your attack, special attack, and speed. So it really just makes you an awful Pokemon. I'm going to protect against the Defog again. And when you click Defog, I'm happy because that means you're not clicking an offensive move. And that means that Poison is doing more damage to you. This is really it's not just Toxic Stall, sit, protect, all that stuff. It's, making savvy decisions, I think, in order to prolong the toxic, to distract you, And switching out isn't always the option either, because you're going to switch out, and every time you're going to get hit with a few rocks. So if you're like Life Orb Greninja or something like that, now every single move just becomes a lot harder to do. And so Toxic's going to come out, and now you have the same decision all over again. I'm going to click Protect here because this is the new Victreebel set that I have. I've recorded these in bunches, but I do play around with the Victreebel set every time I do it. So this is just beautiful damage that I'm seeing happen to this Greninja right now. Talonflame's going to come out. I'm going to click Protect to protect against a Defog. Boom. I don't mind you defogging, actually, because I can just set up... Well, I can't set up Rock Singing because, what's his name is dead. The Skarmory. But Greninja's going to come back out on very low. So you're going to Water Shuriken. That's totally fine. You go Battle Bond. That guitar thing. You're Toxic, so I'm cool with that. And the Ariados is at pretty good health. So I'm going to set up, prepare for the next thing to come out since your Defogger is gone. Megalompody is going to come out and get caught up in the sticky web. I'm going to click Protect for some... Oh, right, okay. So Fake Out's going to come out. This thing is probably going to take me out anyway because Ariados is, grossly slow. Grossly slow. So I'm going to go Gengar here and scare you out into Greninja. You're going to step on the thing, so Gengar should outspeed with Dazzling Gleam, take you out. You're going to go Zygarde. I think I'm going to click Dazzling Gleam again, if not just switch. Okay, so Toxic's going to come out here. That's interesting. and yeah, Thousandaire is going to take me out. So once again, just like last time, it's Victreebel against the world. I think it's a commentary on my team building. I'm not doing a good enough job. The fact that I have to rely on Victreebel so heavily. Um, but there's also the idea of like sacrificing Pokemon and everything like that. I think I get better at it over time. This is one of the older matches that I played with Mega Victreebel, but I'm going to click Venoshock here and take that out. I'm not too concerned about that. I think Venoshock's going to take this out too, because again, Mega Victreebel, whoa. Zen Headbutt, that's scary. It's a good thing I clicked Strengths out there, because it would have been game over. So knowledge of Pokemon and threats and everything like that, and what will kill, is important when using Strength Sap, especially because it depends on if you're faster or slower. So I'm going to throw a Toxic on Crocodile, wonder what it's going to do. I'm going to click Protect here, Protect against the Earthquake. I'm probably going to click Strength Sap next, just because I think Earthquake's going to do, yeah, big damage. And here's the frustrating conundrum that my opponent finds himself in. I can't one-shot Victreebel, and it's going to keep sapping my strength as I lose strength, and now I'm at 7% on Zygarde. So I'm just going to Protect here. You're not even going to get a Zed Headbutt off, and you're just going to drop. And this is what I'm talking about, where I think, maybe I'm just a degenerate Toxic Staller, but I don't feel that way. Like, I don't feel like I'm playing like their classic Chansey. I mean, even if I was, like, why am I commenting and making it seem like it's a bad thing? It's just different styles of play. But I don't feel like I'm doing that, even though it could very much appear that way. Here's Strength Sap on the Victreebel. Lopunny's going to come out. My opponent's being really sharp to make sure that it doesn't get toxic, so you're going to click that. You're going to go back out into Crocodile, which is interesting, because now I'm going to be able to heal back up to full, and it's going to be you versus me. So you better click Fake Out again. And I mean, look, I think this is also just a testament to, like, Victreebel is an interesting Pokemon in that it can 1v1 a lot of different things, but it being a grass poison type means it also dies to a lot of different things. And there it goes. The drop's dead right there. GG's to the opponent, because that was it got to a close match because it was able to combat a lot of different things. And I think that even, like, I used Toxic too early. I think if I clicked Return, not Return, you clicked Return and won. But if I clicked what's it called, Strength Sap, when you clicked that first Return, then we could have been cooking and we could have came out with the win. So again, it's all about, and this was 57 turns, and looking at it now, yeah, it's all about like move placement and being smart and technical. I guess this is all to say that I'm learning a lesson that even stuff like Toxic Stall, even stuff like stall teams and slower paced teams, like, require a level of technical skill that the typical hyper offense that I play, I put myself in a position where I don't have to think about it, but in this situation I do. It's interesting to have to flex that part of my brain. All right, that was a good match. Let me see how long this video was, because this may be like a one match video. Yeah, 8 minutes is pretty good. So I think we're gonna end the video here. Actually, we're ending it on a loss, but I'm gonna pretend that my feelings aren't hurt. Yeah, so with that being said, GG to the opponent. Thank you for watching. Hopefully we get back into the win column next time. I said next time twice. I'm going to be saying next time again when I say whatever. And I'll see you next time.